Hey guys, I'll keep it short today. It's all about the debt snowball, which those of you who listen to Dave Ramsey know it's you take the minimum payment of your smallest debt and you add to that all the money you can throw at it and throw it at that debt until you kill it. Then you take the minimum payment of that debt plus all the money you can throw at to the next one plus that minimum payment, and you throw it to the next debt and you kill it. And then you move on to the third debt, fourth debt, fifth debt, and you go in order from smallest to largest. So finally we are at the tail end with the two largest debts: a student loan, which we already killed one before, but the biggest one that was just over 30 grand the other day now is in the 20s, and another personal debt. So we are basically going after it, killing all this as fast as we can. Our goal is by the end of May, my birthday. We are making good strides based on our monthly income. However, we still need more money to do it. So we are definitely looking at all the avenues. One easy avenue, easier as in more realistic or attainable, that I mentioned in my last video, is in my new job I get commission if I bring a certain type of property to be purchased that needs rehabbing, and the commission is nice. I could probably hit, I don't know, maybe 20 grand in one house deal, maybe even more. But 20 grand, that means we'll only have about 40 grand left, because the whole debt is about 60 grand that's left. So then makes it all more doable, but we're shooting for the stars to get out of debt by May, announcing it here, holding myself accountable to you for us to figure it out. But yeah, we're at the tail end of the debt snowball. We've paid off credit cards with business debt that we negotiated and settled. We've paid off our car. We paid off a student loan. We have paid off some personal debts. We have paid off a lot. Some even, really old personal debts. But we did it in order as best we could. We did it in order of smallest to largest and just went at it, and it's been a really long road, but the fruit is beautiful. Now we have a level of momentum. So if you haven't started the debt snowball and you're in debt, start it. Look it up. Listen to Dave Ramsey online. I mean, you can listen to me, but Dave Ramsey, I gotta tell you, when I listen to him for getting out of debt, it motivates me and it really keeps me in line. Do a Financial Peace University class. As you know, I hosted one last year, considering to host one again this year, because it keeps me in check. It motivates me. There's others in the class who are struggling or have implemented some of the things, and they start winning with money, and they're like, whoa, this is amazing. And it motivates me, and it also keeps me in check, because I go through the class and all the lessons, I go, oops, I am not doing so great in a particular area of my finances. Anyway, say all of that to say, we're killing it out here in these streets, baby. I guess that's what happens. Consistency over time equals success. There is literally no other option but success if you consistently over time do certain things. And this is what we've been doing. We literally been living on cash for like the last 3 years. In the last year, starting January last year, we super tweaked it up, because I started listening to Dave Ramsey every single morning, and I was like, oh my gosh, there's some holes in my plan. No trips, no vacations. Like, there's no justification. There's a wedding of a cousin I missed last year. No justification until you're completely out of debt, student loans and all. Like, you're not even in a place to buy a house if you have student loans. Now, if you did it backwards, then I don't know, do the Financial Peace University class and try to figure out what you're going to attack next or first. I guess the student loans would be first, once you have an emergency fund in place if you have a house. But the point is, we've made mistakes. Wherever you are, just start the program and attack debt with a vengeance. And if you haven't purchased a house, don't feel bad that you rent. You're supposed to rent until you have your emergency fund in place, which is 3 to 6 months of your income, not of your income, of expenses that you need to live, saved, and you have at least 10% down, and you can afford a 15-year mortgage, the payment of a 15-year mortgage with 25% of your take-home pay, no more than that. Those are the parameters. Those are the rules. Do not get sold on FHA. Get a conventional loan. FHA loans are too expensive. Do not get sold. Do not get rushed into purchasing if you're not ready. Be ready, and then you won't be house poor. Then a house will be a blessing versus a burden. Anyway, that's where we're at. Nice talking to you. See you tomorrow.